Eh? You are asking how is the mother of such a child should be blamed? If you are home with your child have that time or have the telephone to be doing that kind of bullshit?
Hey guys, Blessing here. So a couple of hours ago, Lolo put up this post that says, breaking, Lolo one going to Nigeria, donation, 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 visa, COVID-19 test, going and coming, hotel accommodation, thank you as you give. And she included a PayPal link that people can donate to. So basically, Lolo plans to travel to Nigeria and she's asking people to donate money for her to be able to pay all her travel expenses. Now, in my last video, I told you guys that the Palace of Benin Kingdom has summoned Lolo together with a few other social media presenters to report themselves for alleged misconduct against Mr. Dumes Edo, also known as Papa Uwaila. If you haven't watched that video, there is a link in the description box down below, so you need to go check it out. So this post that Lolo put up is one that would leave a bad taste in your mouth after reading it, as the first question that would come to your mind would be, why do I have to finance your own trip to Nigeria? Like, what is this? So let's break it down a bit. To fully understand why I'm of the opinion that this plea by Lolo is totally uncalled for, we need to first answer the question of, must Lolo go to Nigeria if she cannot afford the trip? Now, if you're from Edo State and you have good understanding of Benin tradition, please answer this question in the comments below. Is it a must for you to appear in person at the palace even when you clearly cannot afford it? So if the person, for example in the case of Lolo, contacts the palace and explains to them their financial situation, I mean Lolo being a stay-at-home mom with 3 young kids, would the palace exempt her from appearing in person? If the answer to this question is yes, then I would say that Lolo doesn't need to go to Nigeria. And if she chooses to go to Nigeria, then reasonably, it shouldn't be other people's responsibility to foot the bills for her. Secondly, I think using your position as a public figure to take money from your fans for a purpose as trivial as this is abuse of position. Come to think of it, Lolo is a full-fledged, able-bodied woman who should be capable of catering for her own financial needs. I mean, this is not even like a humanitarian crisis or a health and medical situation where urgent crowdfunding is required. This is a case of someone who wants to travel to Nigeria and needs money for visa, COVID-19 test and accommodation. So madam, if you want to travel, go and apply for your own visa and pay for it yourself. If you want to stay in a hotel, make sure you have the money for a hotel room. Otherwise, hang out with your relatives for the period that you would be in Nigeria. Bottom line is, if you cannot afford it, don't go. All you have to do is explain to the palace why you cannot travel. Another thing is that I recently saw a video that Lolo made, and in the video, she was responding to, I believe, a child pornography case, and Lolo was actually blaming the mother of the child, implying that behaviors like these are caused when mothers are too busy chasing after money, working and hustling day in, day out.
Eh? You are asking how is the mother of such a child should be blamed? If you are home with your child have that time or have the telephone to be doing that kind of bullshit. If you are home, that child looks like a child that has already been defiled for a very long time. If you are home, your child will tell you, mommy, mommy, uncle touch me. Mommy, mommy, uncle diss me. Now when you come back, you lie down like a log of wood, all tired. Many of you follow money, pursue money. You care less about the children you born. It's all about money for you. It's all about competition for you. When you see your mate driving big car, you tell yourself, I don't drive the big car, now I die.
And to be very clear here, it is not the first time I would be hearing Lolo maintain this standpoint, which I find absolutely one-sided and partial.
Who to blame? If you, the caretaker of your child, cannot care for that child, who do you want to blame? Your children are your responsibility, nobody else. You are to be there for your children. You blame the parents of that child, you blame the mother of that child. Men are to go work, you are to take care of your children. You woman is to be blamed. Because when you go to work, if the man go to work, I beg, I'm not gonna go that side. I want to provide for my children. I want to provide for my children. If it's Gary, you provide for your children. With your children, carry them to park. Una go enjoy na safe. The small money you have, you go to 1 day, 2 day vacation, you come back. It's enough. Your children will know that this is all my parents have, and they provide it for us with joy and happiness. Not because your mate they enter flight, you too, you go abandon your children, enter flight. Who does that?
So I hope that with this Nigeria travel issue, Lolo will start to realize that most women work not just in order to be able to show off and compete with other women, but that they actually work because of emergencies and unexpected expenses like this one. Because those women Lolo is now begging to donate money to her are also chasing after money and working. So obviously Lolo now needs their working money to be able to pay her travel expenses. And I said in one of my old videos that the lifestyle anyone chooses to live together with their family, whether they choose to work or stay at home, shouldn't really be a problem, but we need to stop imposing our lifestyle on other people. If we are working, we shouldn't talk down on people who don't work. And if we choose not to work for whichever reason, we need to always stop sounding like other people who actually work are irresponsible to leave their kids at home to actually go out there to make some money. Apart from that, we all know that Lolo is an entrepreneur, like she sells women's clothing and hair accessories. Now, imagine a situation whereby most of Lolo's customers don't work. They responsibly stay at home, as Lolo puts it, and responsibly take care of their kids without always having to go out there to hustle. How do you think most of those women will be able to patronize you and actually buy the things that you sell? The point I'm driving at is that the choices that we make in our personal lives don't mean we are better than other people who make other choices. So let's always learn to live and let live. Let's respect other people's choices to work or not to work. But my personal advice to women out there is that if you can, please try to work, no matter how little. You need to be able to offer some financial support to your family. Even if you have a husband that works really hard to make ends meet, paying all the bills and not needing any financial support from you, you can still work to be able to put your salary aside for emergencies, because you never know. Anyone can lose their job at any time. So if you as the woman are able to bring something in and put aside, then if anything happens, your family still has that salary from your end to fall back on. You guys, social media is not a financial institution you run to whenever you need money, unless it's a life-threatening situation. Otherwise, just get up and go work for your money and stop expecting other people to dash you the money they really worked hard to earn. One last thing I would like to mention before I drop my mic is that Monica Ambrose also responded to Lolo's post with this caption. It says, "How can someone carry a European passport and still be broke?" And I believe the reason Monica Ambrose put up this post is because Lolo is also in the habit of mocking people who have lived in Europe for so many years and still don't have a European passport or a driver's license. So this still boils down to what I said before. Using the things that you have to mock other people who don't have those things doesn't make you any better than those people. For instance, you have a European passport, but you need people who don't have a European passport to donate to you. That is the irony of life. So let's be careful what we mock people with. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like I said before, I will be giving you guys all the gists around the palace summon. So if you like Tatafo and you don't want to miss anything, just make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you on my next one.